Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Locha Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of God Maidstone, who rule and teach world. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's hope for elect, to begin with 144,000, the elect men of the nation of Israel, and also not to forget the one-third men, women, and children, the believers, those of you that have come back in these last days, come back to worship your power in truth and spirit, to walk this walk of faith, by the Spirit empowered by the Heavenly Father, hoping at the end for your salvation to you and say Shalom. As we know, we are living in the time of the end, or we are in the end time, the end of this world, the world which is under the rule of Esau Edom, the so-called white people, the Caucasians. As we are in the time of their ends, Messiah also is working in the mind of these leaders, of these different countries, uh, regarding the end time prophets, the the prophets regarding the World War III, So right now, this nation, they are preparing themselves, they're getting themselves ready, they're forming allies, strengthening themselves in military, in weaponry, all this is to uh, getting ready for what is about to come, the World War III, the World War III, which is written in the Bible, this is one of the main prophets that are remaining to happen, apart from the mark of the beast, the MOTB, the prophets that is found in the book of Revelation 13, 16 going down. So we are about to see this society end in a fashion, or in a military confrontation, where the weapons that are going to be used at the end of all this is going to be the weapon of mass destruction, nuclear missiles. So as we see in the news, it's a war. As North Korean, this is from CNN, CNN World, it's a war. As North Korea, Iran, and the China support Russia's war, is a new axis. Imagine, and axis go back to our allies, you know. So this is this is a new is a formation that Russia now is a form. I mean, it's a rise that the allies that it's been prophesied in the Bible, actually, in these like later days, in this end time, it's gonna be emerging, where Russia, and North Korea, and China, Iran, and India, and the Ethiopia, they're gonna join force together to fight with the Western, the Western army. The Western army is comprised of what? NATO allies, the European countries and the America, they're gonna come together, uh, and the Messiah is gonna bring them in in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is there in the Middle East, the Middle East there, where right now we see there's a lot of ongoing chaos, Israeli, Palestinian, Iran, you know, slow their, I mean, shoot their missiles as well toward Israel, all these tensions, gonna escalate to a real war, you know, in this coming future, So I mean, and as I mentioned, China, Russia, and the North Korea, Iran, India, Ethiopia, and the all these BRIC countries, you know, BRICS countries are going to join force to fight the Western Army, you know, which is what is made of these European countries and America, you know, which are the NATO. Those NATO members, you know, they're gonna come again. Against Russia and Israel, as it's been prophesied in the Bible, you know. If I may read, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8. You know, start from the top. He said, "Well, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying," and Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, whom you people of the world called him God. You know, as it goes on, it says, "Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him." And Gog Gog is known. Is known today as what? Russia. You know, because that land that Russia is occupied right now was once occupied by the Japhetic tribes. You know, the sons of Japhet. You know, the Gog and Magog. Gog and Meshach. You know, so Russia is known as Gog, is known as, Meshach, and Tubal, you know. As it goes on to say, "Oh, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal." So Mosiah is actually against Russia, man. No, but Mosiah is going to use Russia, you know, to what? To bring destruction upon America, you know. And that destruction is going to be by the way of what? Nuclear missiles. So all the nuclear missiles that Russia possess, they're going to use in these last days, you know, to shoot against America, you know. And as I mentioned, as even the article say, North Korea is going to be behind Russia, China is going to be behind Russia, Iran is going to be behind Russia, and all these countries that I mentioned, they all have nuclear capability, you know. They're all going to use their missiles, their nuclear missiles to shoot against America, you know. Where at the end we're going to see America be turned as a lake of fire, as it's been prophesied in the Bible, you know. The whole land is going to be consumed with fire, you know, the fire that's going to come out from the nuclear missiles, you know, and also the concentration fire from the chariot of the Heavenly Father. You people of the world call them so-called UFO, you know, as it goes on and say, "What? And I will turn back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckler and shields, all of them handling sword." And sword is the instrument of what? Sword is also known as a weapon, or is an instrument of what? Of war, you know, or destruction, you know. And the modern day sword are these fighting jets, you know, the submarine, you know, the atomic bombs, the thermonuclear weapons, you know, laser weapons, you know, biological weapons. All these are form of sword, you know. Now they're going to be used in these last days. So as I mentioned, Russia and Israel, you know, they all have nuclear. They all have nuclear. Missile capability. You know, Iran. They all have Iran have nuclear missiles. China have nuclear missiles. You know, India, North Korea. They all have nuclear missiles. You know, they're gonna come with those missiles, man. You know, supporting Russia in this end time war, man. You know, the World War III. Has it been prophesied in the Bible? World War III is being prophesied in the Bible, as you can read in the book of Revelation, 11 and 14. It will tell you about the coming war. War means represent destruction. And we understand this planet Earth. This world have already experienced 2 wars. And the Bible says, prophesy of those wars, but there's only one war left. Which is written in the Bible, as I mentioned, book of Revelation. What I may read quick. This is the book of Revelation 11 and 14. So the second war is past, and behold, the third war comes quickly. World presented destruction, and the destruction is going to be by the way of what? Nuclear missiles and all these fighting jets, that they're going to use the bombs, to fight each other in these last days, between Western and the what? And the Eastern, The Eastern country is to begin with Russia and the North Korea. These are considered the Eastern countries. Russia is part of Eastern countries as well. Is in the midst of Europe and the Eastern countries, Asian countries. So the Asian countries going to be against the European or the Western countries in these last days, to fight the World War III. And this war is going to bring great destruction, great death, in the whole entire earth. So the second war is past. We understand World War II already passed. World War One passed, came to pass, and the World War III came to pass, World War II came to pass, Turkey. Now what left is World War III, man, which is getting ready to come to pass as well. That's why you see there's a lot of tension going on around the world between nations. Nations, they're doing drills and they preparing themselves, investing more of their finance money in what? In building what? Weapons, Why they do that? Because we are what? We are getting closer to the time of what? War, So I may go back to the book of Ezekiel, 38. The dawn is a war. And it say, thus say the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and the horsemen, all them clothed with all sort of armor, even a great company, with buckler and shield, all of them handling sword. So right now, we understand from the time of World War II, when World War II finished, Russia and America, they were in what? In a Cold War. They went into what? A Cold War. Which that war never finished. To this day. As it goes on, so Persia, Ethiopia. Persia are known today as Iranians. Ethiopia, Libya, those are African countries. With them, all of them with shield and armor. Goma, which is Turkey. Turkey also is gonna join, man. It's gonna join Russia. It's gonna get out of NATO and join Russia in these last days. It's gonna be part of Russia Arise. And all his bands, the house of Togoma of the North Quarter, and all his band, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare thyself. I mean, prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is going to be the head of that force. That is going to comprise Turkey, Iran, India, what North Korea, China. You know, to fight the Western. The NATO, Europe, and America. In these last days. And a lot of people could perish. In that time. So I made this another news article. Like, because that's a spirit that is in the world right now. It's all about war. Uh, it's a war. Putin says Middle East is on the brink of full-scale war. Kazan, Russia. Russia President Vladimir Putin said on Thursday that the Middle East was on the brink of full-scale war as tension rose sharply between Israel and Iran. And as we understand, Iran is backed by who? By Russia. And Israel is backed by who? By America. Or USA, if you may say. So Russia is not going to allow Israel, to continue to what? To embarrass Iran. They're gonna help Iran. So as America, USA, they're all gonna do the same thing. And this is gonna bring the World War III, man. So these nations, they're gonna go to war sooner or later. World War III is imminent. And we're gonna see nations fighting that war. So we are in the time of the hand of this world, as Bibles speak, man. Soon we're gonna see this nation in the Middle East, fighting the war. This is the book of Joel 3 and the 9 started from. It says, "What? Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshare into sword, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I am strong." And that's what we've been seeing. We've been seeing like North Korea, once they were known as a weak nation, but now they can boast, they can boast of their what, of their weaponry, their technology, they're not afraid like before. China as well, all these nations were considered as weaker nation before, but now they are considered strong nation because why? They invest most of their money and time in what? In developing weapons of mass destruction. So this boring nation like USA, now they have to think twice, to come against China or to come against North Korea or Iran. Assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourself together round about thither, cause thy might ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is there in the Middle East. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitude in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And that's gonna be because of what? The dust, the smoke, you know, that gonna block the sky, man, from the from the nuclear destruction, nuclear explosion, atomic bomb explosion, you know, gonna create that what that darkness, you know. The Lord also shall roll out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heaven and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. You know, so shall ye know that I am Yahweh your power dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no stranger pass through her anymore. So at the end of the day, as the Most High is going to be destroying these nations, putting judgment upon these nations, he's also going to deliver his people, the elect, to begin with, of the nation of Israel, and we're going to be beautified and glorified, man, in the world to come. We're going to be above the rest of these nations. All these nations are going to be in subjection to us. We're going to be perfected as well. We're going to be all righteous, and all these nations, they're not going to dare to come against us, in that time, So World War III is coming, all these tensions that are happening around the world going to lead to that, day of World War, day of judgment, which is going to be beginning with World War III, It's going to begin with other judgment, like famine and other stuff, that has been prophesied in the Bible, and then it's gonna go straight to the time of war, man. World War III. So with that, I'm here. I'm say Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Shabbat.